right, today we have a question that, I know we're filming this in January. When you're watching it, maybe it's springtime, I don't know. But really in Florida, it doesn't really matter. It could be any time of year. The question is, how do I clean the metal roof? So you've had a metal roof installed for a while. In Florida, we have kind of crazy hot weather and might get a little bit of a little bit of leaf buildup, a little bit of mold or mildew or something up on the roof every now and then. It depends on your lot, of course. If you have an open lot in a field, a lot less. If you have a canopy of trees over your house, probably a lot more susceptible to issues like that. So David, and by the way, I'm Scott, this is David Grimes, and we're Tri-County Metals, and we're talking about a short list of top 10 metal roofing install related questions answered. And this is one that pops up as, hey, how do I clean the metal roof? So what's the answer? How do we accomplish that?
That's a good question. And if anybody ever tells you bleach, run.
Ooh, don't use bleach.
Don't use bleach. Especially like you said in Florida, mold is everywhere, right? Because we're a hot, humid climate. And the way mold builds up on metal roofing is a lot of what happens is we have huge pollen and it sticks to the roof. And then that pollen creates, it allows other dust and dirt to collect because of that pollen. And then that basically turns into your mold. So it's organics that are on your panel, not the panel itself. But basically the simple question, or the simple answer is this. In our install guides, there's a section of care and maintenance for your panels. And if I am not mistaken, and I'm pretty sure I'm not, Simple Green. It's a chemical that you can buy in all local stores, Walmarts and Publixes, and depending on the level of dirt and grime on your roof, you can dilute down Simple Green and use that with a soft bristled brush. That's the other thing that's very important. The one thing I would also warn against is I know there are companies out there that like to do pressure washing on roofs. For a standing seam roof, you could probably get away with pressure washing as long as they're not using any harsh chemicals in their system, like bleach or anything that's got some sort of a chlorine in it. But with an exposed fastener roof, when you start looking at pressure washing that, if they are not very attentive to detail, they could damage the screw heads by using that pressure washer and blowing out the washers and then creating a leak situation. So soft bristled brush, warm water, Simple Green, simple answer.
And in addition to that, all of our metal roofing panels, the paint system that we use is Sherwin-Williams Industrial Coil Coatings that we use. And interestingly, within the past year, we've actually started carrying a line of cleaning products specifically for metal roofs, and it's called Watts Removal Products. It's sort of a partnership, Watts Removal Products with Sherwin-Williams, and we're proud to carry that. So we actually have a cool little sample pack that has various products in it. You can follow this link below on our website to check out some videos and some more information, but we sell these products by the jug and by the sample, so you can kind of check it out. So if it's something you want to tackle yourself, that's great. There are companies out there, and we can call, and if you want to call, we can help give you the information that specialize in this if you want to have that service performed. But it's always, a good thing to, especially maybe it's the holidays or you got family coming over and metal roof's been on there for a decade or two. It's probably time to spruce it up and get it back to that beautiful original color. So certainly, and again, it comes down to the lot. If it's an open lot versus a canopy lot, definitely a huge difference there. But if you have a concern about that, if you want to know how to clean your metal roof, a couple of real solid solutions there from our install manual and then from our line of Watts Removal products that we offer.
You mentioned something that I think is important to bring up as well, is the where your home is. We are a coastal community here in Daytona Beach, and we have plenty of homes that are beachside. And the thing that I always tell my contractors and my customers that I've been working with treat your roof, a metal roof, treat it like your car. You're not gonna never wash your car. You're not gonna leave your car out in the salt air and never take care of it, because it's gonna eventually have a problem. Now, if you do the right thing and you buy aluminum products for your roof, then you have less to worry about. But there are, plenty of metal roofs even that are, outside or in the appropriate limits away from the beach, that they're allowed to use metal, but it's a salt air environment, and they need to take care of them in that fashion. And even if it's just rinsing it with warm water or water in general.
Right. The term is sweet water rinse.
It is a sweet
and that's
water
actually
rinse.
in the warranty language. So that might be something good to do at minimum, is do a sweet water rinse periodically, off, especially like you say, if the cutoff for like aluminum panels, we're talking about a 1,500 foot setback and further. Yeah, we can use Galvalume or painted steel, but really for those homes, if you're on the cusp, if you're on that perimeter, definitely a smart idea to do a sweet water rinse.
And that 1,500 feet, some people are confused that it's is the intercoastal waterway part of that, and it absolutely is. That's brackish water. That's still a saltwater environment, and so that's still in effect.
Yeah, and really, if you're gonna hone in on the language, it's atmosphere, atmospheric environment for salt spray, things like that. So the way that is phrased. So anyway, if the question is how do I clean the metal roof, some solid information to consider. And again, we're metal roofing experts at Tri-County Metals. If we can help you, give us a call, live chat, text, walk in, 8 locations statewide, however we can help you. This is Scott and David, Tri-County Metals. Thanks for watching.